Now what we need to do is, we're not quite done. The customer also likes to have the text turned around. I believe we got our text a little off there. Okay. Now the customer also likes to have the text, some of this text turned around 90 degrees. So we'll select that text, turn it 90 degrees. The customer liked it to be 2.5 and 2.5 for size. Now we need to move the text to recenter it, and then select this text, 90. Uh, 2.5, 2.5. My associate Bob Doby just mentioned to me that the customer also likes the text to be white. So we'll select white. Oh, I guess this text needs to be a little bit bigger. So that's 2.5. We're making that 2 so it doesn't get too long. And white. And we will stop the recording again and finish changing the sizes and colors, etc. of this text. Please notice that because we dropped the English text, then the centering of some of this text is not quite right, so we'll use our tool, Learn Drafting Standards, to recenter the text, and that takes care of that problem. Now, this is a little side issue, but it's probably going to occur. This customer has a pipe material called UPVC that's not one of the default materials for Splash. So if we go to the engineering into the configuration Splash config directory to pipe material, there's a pipe material table and pipe material table for metrics. We're in a metric thing, so we'll go to we have user defined U1 through U4. So we'll create a new material type called UPVC. And I don't know personally what the Manning's coefficient of roughness is for that, but let's say that it's 13.013. So we set a coefficient of roughness for UPVC and do a save. And now let's edit the manhole and change that manhole to user 1. Oops, sorry, we got to reopen them. We have to reopen the MicroStation design file to read to cause it to reread the pipe material table. And now what we'll do is we'll say edit the manhole, and we'll change it to U1, and it is now UPVC. We can also do it with a range, do them all at once. Change the pipe material to the user 1, and they're all UPVC. Next, we would like to tailor for this customer the height and width of this profile panel. So we'll edit the profile panel, and the customer always has a height, in this case, of 175. Now that's not taking in consideration the vertical exaggeration. That's MicroStation units. So we've made the profile panel 175. Now we'd like to save this profile panel and reuse it. So the best way to do that is to make a width that's as long as we're likely to need, so, or a nice good sized width. So let's make it 400. Now we will do are all of our settings the way we want it? Well, we want the border on for now so we can see it. Okay, so we will save this profile panel as we're going to call it Australia. Okay, now we don't need this anymore. So, well, let me rephrase that. If we'd like to put two profile panels side by side, let's take a look at this panel. By using the question mark, we can say, well, just how long is that thing? And it shows us that we just hit profile panel station 88. So let's edit the profile panel, and let's edit the profile panel and make the width of the panel be 90. That's a little short. Let's make it 100. That looks good. Okay. Now, I would like to make this panel always display this alignment. So I will edit the panel and say always hit that alignment, and this particular profile panel will always display this alignment. Now I'd like to make another alignment. So let's put an alignment. Let's put an alignment right there. Let's quickly put a sewer system on it, just for the heck of it. Set manholes at all PIs. And let's create another profile panel. So we'll create a profile panel. And instead of coming out here and creating a panel, instead we'll recall Australia. Now, we'll set that panel down right next to this other one. And now we want to say, well, what is the station here? We see that is profile 118. Let's edit the width of the panel to be, width of the panel will be say 120. Let's make it 130. That looks good. And we see our same grid lays out, and Splash now knows how to do our customers' profile panels. Also, the customer, Bob, my associate Bob, also mentioned that the customer likes these borders turned off, so we'll simply edit the panel, turn the border off, edit the other panel, turn the border off. This panel, now this panel is displaying this alignment always. This panel is simply displaying the currently selected alignment, which happens to be this one. Well, we want to make sure it always displays this alignment, so we'll edit the panel. We'll say always display that alignment. And as the last thing, we'll just sort of look at what it looks like.